Let's talk about Swizz Beatz. So apparently, one of his baby mothers who lives in the UK is speaking out and saying that the 17-year-old child that she had with Swizzy back in the day has, whenever she goes over to his house that he lives with Alicia Keys and them, that the daughter has been disrespectful. She said that the daughter hit that her and the daughter got into wait, what is going on? She said that her and the daughter got into a fight. Why is my pictures not coming? Wait, did I hit the wrong thing? Okay, there it is. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the thing. I'm probably hitting the wrong damn button. But anyway, so yeah, so she said that every time when she sends the daughter over to her father and all that other stuff, there seems to be some situations. The daughter's been vaping. Apparently, Alicia also vapes. There was a recent clip. I was trying to play it for the show, but no audio was coming out. But it was on the neighborhood talk. Alicia Keys was up there in the old sneakers and her big old ass playing Girl on Fire. And I did not realize how many people hate that song. I'm like, damn, y'all hate that song like that? I thought everybody liked Girl on Fire. But look, the one thing I've been saying about Alicia, Miss Ma'am, you always try to sing your songs in a key that your voice ain't been able to do in the past 20 years. And I think that's due to the fact that you couldn't close your legs to a damn married man. Justice for Mashonda. So now we got this situation where this baby mother out here is being messy. So if y'all not familiar with the situation, let's get into it. So the carefully curated image of Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys' blended family is facing its most serious public challenge yet. Jonna Sebastian, the mother of Swizz Beatz' 17-year-old daughter, Nicole Dean, has taken to her social media with explosive allegations against the music power couple. Now, in a series of emotional posts surfacing around March 13th to 15th of this month, Sebastian accused Swizzy, born Kasim Dean, and his wife Alicia of contributing to their daughter's alleged substance abuse and parental alienation. Sebastian, a London-based singer who shares Nicole with Swizz Beatz, claimed that her daughter became addicted to drugs and vapes while in her father and stepmother's care during visits to the U.S. In a since deleted and widely screenshotted Instagram post, Sebastian wrote the following. She said, "Do you guys think it's okay to hit your mother in the name of money, fame, and drugs? She said she hates me, my mom, my friends. Nicole got addicted to drugs and vapes in the U.S. while in their care. This is why she is acting like this. It's not normal teenage stuff." She specifically named Alicia Keys in her allegations, suggesting that the Grammy winning singer personally uses substances and that her brothers allegedly introduced Nicole to vapes. Why there is no blend? Because they do everything the opposite way. I say no vapes, weed, and edibles, they make them available. Alicia uses them herself. Her brothers got her hooked on vapes. And I say detox from social media, detox from the phone. They give her a fourth secret phone. I say study. They take her to parties and yachts, and she doesn't study. Now, Sebastian and Swizz Beatz dated briefly in the early 2000s after meeting in London. Nicole was born in May 2008 and currently splits her time between her mother in the UK and her father in the US. Swizz Beatz married Alicia Keys in 2010. Together, they have built what they have often described as a harmonious blended family, raising 5 children total. Swizz 3 from previous relationships, Prince Nasir Dean, who's 25, Kasim Dean Jr., who's 19, and Nicole, who's 17, plus their 2 sons together with, well, with Alicia, Egypt Daoud Dean, who's 15, and Genesis Ali Dean, who is 11. Now, according to Sebastian, the situation escalated to a physical confrontation where Nicole already allegedly hit her, which she described as crossing the biggest line. Sebastian shared what she claimed was video evidence of her daughter pulling out a pre rolled joint and vape pen, alleging the items belonging to Keys. In another emotional post, she wrote, "I'm trying to save her from further destruction. I've spoken to her dad so many times about it. They ignore everything. They speak to Nicole and make me look like a villain to her." She continued, making a reference to another celebrity tragedy. She says, "If you have to go public to save your child from drugs, you should, instead of your child spiraling out of control and publicly dying from an OD in a bathtub like Whitney Houston's daughter." Well, Whitney also died in a tub. They also said something that he also threatened his baby mama with a pow pow, because I got that IG post here. Hold on, let me pull that up for y'all to see. I tell you, this is an evidence heavy show today. Um, So yeah, this is on her page. So she put, this is from 2019. He has been threatening, harassing me for many years. He hasn't taken any part in raising Nicole, never did any caregiving. They do it for power and control. He lies in my face when we have conversations, then does the opposite. I have to make it public for protection. This is why it is impossible to deal with these people. How about paying attention to violence against women? This is an example of Hollywood patriarchy that you are worshiping in America. Check yourself and stop attacking the woman, the mother, on behalf of these people, pumping their egos. He was drink driving with Nicole in the car that same year. These people are reckless. And look, somebody jumped in the comments and say he was married when you got pregnant. Leave us alone with your pity party nonsense. So the people still throwing shade at her. But I'm like, um, no, I guess they feel the same way about you that they feel about Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys has still not been able to recover from the fact that she was messing with Swizzy while he was with Mashonda. And so people still dog on her. And that career ain't been the same since she did that. She's still out here, you know, floundering on the hits, looking back on those and throwing those new songs up in there that nobody care about. But, everybody up there falling and all the other songs that she got. A Woman's Worth, which clearly you don't have that. But she wrote a song about it. Aren't those the biggest hypocrites? The people that always try to come at you with them preachy anthems and don't be practicing what they preach. And funny enough, when that video that I was telling you about, where she was singing Girl on Fire, which, like I said, her voice had been able to hit them notes in years. One person said, "Oh, I know a smoker's voice when I hear one." So clearly there is I believe the girl. I believe that Alicia do smoke. I believe that she's probably vaping or smoking weed or whatever the case is. But my thing is this, because I don't know what she should do. I feel like, yeah, make it public, but could she also go before a judge and get them involved? But then again, how would she be able to fight them? Because that's like David and Goliath going at it. Because a lot of times when you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of money, tries to go up against somebody who has a lot of money, apparently money, power, influence corrupts. Power corrupts. What is it? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So a lot of times when you go in there, you're trying to get a fair trial. What if Mr. Dean and Mrs. Keys go up in there and throw their coins together and tries to buy the judge? Crazier things have happened. So, and where things go in their favor, and now the mother's screwed. I'll say this. I guess at this point, I know you don't want to have to wash your hands of this situation with your kid, but she's almost 18 years old. If the father feel like he could do a better job, and as much as I love my child, you go in and let have. Do what you need to do. Because it's like, I'm not going to sit here and do all the work to raise this child. And then I want her to have time with her father. And then you go over there and you undo all the hard work that I've done because you want to be her friend and not her damn father. And you can't be treating your kids like they're your friends. It's like you raise your crazy ass kids in an unorthodox way. This is not how I'm raising my child, especially when I'm a single mother. You and Alicia raise your kids the way you want to raise them. Do you let little Egypt and the rest of them run around smoking blunts and doing edibles and shit at their age at 11 and what's the other one age? 15? So you let them run around doing whatever the hell they want with no consequence? Now, speaking of the public reaction, some users expressed sympathy and called for a court intervention. One commenter on Lipstick Alley noted, yes, she should take it to court, but also Swizz and Alicia are both richer and more powerful than her. However, others question the wisdom of airing such sensitive family matters publicly. One user commented, trying this in the court of social media will only further alienate her from her daughter. Some skeptics pointed out that marijuana and vaping are legal in some U.S. jurisdictions, but that's great and all, and I did see people saying that in the comments. However, she's not of age, and I don't want my underage child, she's 17 years old, vaping and smoking weed. So I don't give a good goddamn if it's legal. You're not doing that shit in my house. And because this is my house. However you raise your kids, you do it in your house. But when you in my shit, you abide by my rules. And if you don't want to listen, Hope you got a good job and you able to afford your own apartment, because you're not going to be doing that shit up in here. And that's the way I see it. So I don't know what she's doing at this point. It's like, yeah, I do feel a way about the whole court of public opinion thing, like putting on social media and trying to get people to jump into your little situation, like inviting all of us in the group chat. I don't know if that's a good idea, but what else can you do? So I said take it to court, but if she ain't got the coins, then I guess this is it. And I don't know what the girl looked like. Maybe that's a good thing because she's a minor. But anyway, so yeah, that's the tea on that. Um Look, she said that she's had issues with Swizzy over the years, and she's tried to tell him, but he don't want to listen. So I don't know what she should do at this point. I hope she's able to work it out in some sort of way. Get the courts involved. That's all I got to say on that. So yeah, I definitely want to hear from y'all. What do you guys think of this story? Do you think that this is something that she should have done, put it out there in the public, or do you feel like this is a mother at her last wit's end? She's at the end of her rope. What else can she do? I've tried everything, and I've tried to go before him, have conversations, do a face to face, a FaceTime. We've gone on hikes, we've gone for 40-minute walks, and it seems like nothing's penetrating. So what could I do? There's only been so much I could do before I have to like take it to the people, the people's court, and the people's court being, the internet. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.